321 gang as well as IBM Rational. I've learned a lot of very helpful tips that have made my job easier. So I would encourage any of the listeners online to think about techniques or tricks that you've learned that can save times if used by other Doors users, or even lessons learned that can help newer beginning users avoid certain pitfalls. So I urge you to volunteer to give a webcast. I also want to thank Brian Davenport, who is a member of my team. He actually came up with some of the metrics attribute scripts that we're going to be talking about. And also want to thank Don Cunningham for some suggestions he gave me on improving the quality of the presentation. This will be more of just a lecture type of thing rather than a hands-on demo with Doors. It's pretty straightforward what I'm going to be talking about. And then there will be an opportunity at the end to answer questions. So I'm going to actually jump to chart 3 and then come back. So managers always come to me and ask questions. How many of these kinds of requirements do we have in the database? How many are marked as to be resolved? How many are flagged as software? And there are various ways that you can provide answers to those questions. You can always create a filter and do a custom view in Doors, open the module and provide an answer. You can develop DXL scripts in Doors to give that kind of information. You can probably also set up batch files that you could run, for example, at night to collect all the metrics data, and then it's available in the morning for users to access. Another alternative is to provide on-demand metrics data. So when I started on this project 3 years ago, I noticed that there was a module called the module of metrics. The approach wasn't very sophisticated, but it was easily extendable to capture other metrics data, so that's what I'd like to talk about today. So these are the topics I'm going to discuss. Basically what you're going to do are create module DXL attributes. I'm going to show you some of the DXL code that you can set up to do different kinds of situations. I profess that I'm no DXL expert myself, but after Brian set them up for me, they're very easy to go in and modify and tailor to extend to other uses. So I'll show you how to set up the actual metrics attributes, and then at the end I'll show you how you complete the process so that you can link, if you will, to the master module. There is a DXL script that is available from 321 gang called display metric value and link module _ module attribute. The next to last 5 charts in the presentation also show you what the script is like if you don't want to get the separate download file. I'll note that all this development was done with Doors 9.2 and everything worked when we transitioned to 9.3. Based on our customer needs, we've stayed at version 9.3. So I can't answer too many questions about would something be different in a future version, but I believe all the DXL code that's being used is fairly standard, so there shouldn't be any issue with later versions of 9.x. So in chart 5, the basic concept is you're going to create DXL attributes. Within a module, you can create module-level attributes. For example, you have requirements and you want to identify what the verification method is or flag it as software or hardware. Other kinds of attributes you can create are called module level, where they apply to the module as a whole. So that's what I'm setting up with these metrics attributes. When I'm counting the number of requirements, it's applying to the entire module. My concept is